Hello and welcome. This is Chris, if you notice, sitting in the seat of baseball collector Mike Moynihan, getting ready to do our Showcase Showdown. So, for those of you that don't know, the reason I'm sitting here is because the last time that we had Showcase Showdown, we had a special rules match, almost like a old time WWE wrestling match, and we changed the rules just a little bit for the one contest, and it was with Steve Carlton, and I won. And usually the host of this show, but not today, is sitting right next to me, and that's Mike Moynihan, baseball collector. Hi, Mike. How's everything going?
This sucks being on this side of the screen. I do not like being the visitor.
Well,
but you had to win again. You had to win at some point. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I tell you, I think I know how much it sucks more than you know how much it sucks because
That's
my
true.
rear has been planted on that side for a long time. But listen, before we get started, we did the Steve Carlton run with our buddy Ray from Philly, and it was fun. And everybody had the cards, and they were fun cards to watch. But after that, we did a kind of a VR for our buddy Theo, where we invited John 3D 80s Kid on to kind of rib Theo a little bit, even though it was Theo's video response we were doing. And it was brought to my attention that the 12 cards that we showed for that in competition with John, I actually won in point total. But somehow, when we got started, to before we got even halfway, you just said the points weren't going to count this time, and I got a whole list of guys that have signed this petition to bring in front of the commissioner of this show, which is you, and we're gonna lay this at your foot and hope for mercy that you give me a win. What say you, Commissioner?
You are such a groveling fool that I if this is what you have to resort to, Chris, to win, all right, fine. It can count. I'm not worried. I'm very secure in my lead as we have now. So you can count this as a victory, or that last week's as a victory for yourself. Congratulations.
So this is what a streak looks like, right? Since I won that one, I've now won 2 in a row. But I didn't gloat last time. Can I gloat now for a little bit?
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, that is good. So today, Mike, we are doing the Kaline run. It showed up on our magic wheel. How do you feel about doing this one today?
Well, I love Kaline, but I need to talk about something first, and that's the sponsor of our show, Showcase Showdown, and that is the great folks over at the Penny Sleever. And it was brought to my attention that last week I had put the wrong link. I fixed it for last week's episode. But if you go right now, below is a banner showing www.thepennysleever.com. 10% code showcase will get you 10% off your order. And so go check those folks out. All the supplies you could want. They're great people over there. And they got all the cool stuff that we all need to protect our cards. So make sure you check them out. There will be links also in the description below if you didn't catch that banner. Happy you just go straight there. All right. Kaline. So Kaline is my dad's favorite player of all time. My dad's not a huge sports fan, but he worked in sports television my entire childhood. And he said the guy that he loved being around the most and that was the nicest and just down to earth and that he just got a kick out of was Kaline. So he is my dad's favorite player. And so I've always loved Kaline just from stories from my dad, and had respect for him. He obviously he was a lifelong Detroit Tiger, Mr. Tiger, as a matter of fact. So I never resonated with Kaline. He was gone before I was even born, hardly, really. So I didn't see him play. I mean, you saw his whole career. You're older than dirt. So how was what are your impressions about Kaline?
Okay, so first of all, I might have seen him play once as a 7-year-old. but I don't believe so. But my impression of him is I think he kind of gets overlooked in this hobby. And if you're like me and you get on baseball reference and you compare him with some greats, one of the guys that I've been working on comparing him with is Roberto Clemente. And if you look at their stats and their years that they played, they're pretty similar kind of players. Um, Al Kaline was one of the best young players of all time. He won a batting title when he was 20 years old, I think. By the time he was 22, I think he was in the top five MVP voting twice. Um, and if you know that little section in Baseball Reference where they compare players by age to other players, at the age of 19, he was comparable to Ty Cobb. 20, 21, and 22, he was comparable to Ken Griffey Jr. So those are some great players. You know, he won numerous Gold Gloves in right field, uh, and he just batting title and just a great player. But I think he gets overlooked. But he has some really really good cards that we're going to show here. So, Mike, if I usually do this, so don't you screw this up. Why don't you tell everybody the rules of this game that we're getting ready to play?
Well, here are the rules. This is Chris's favorite half hour of YouTube every week. And the rules are, if you're watching along, hit pause, go grab your Al Kaline cards. We're going to do 1974 back to 1954. He does have a Bowman card in there. So I can't get that right now. I got a phone call coming in. I'll have to call them back. We're going to show all the cards here. And each card that you have, if you have the card, you get 5 points. Whatever grade you have on top of that will be added numerically to the score for a total score on the card. If you have a 7 in a card, you're going to get 5 points for the card and 7 points for the grade. And that's 12 points for that particular card. Add them all up. Whoever has the most at the end is the winner of this week's Showcase Showdown. The rookie card, remember, is worth double points. So 10 points for the card, double the grade numerically, and that's your total score for the rookie. And other than that, we're just going to have some fun showing some cards.
Hey, you did a really, really good job at that part of the show, which I normally do. I hope after this round you get another practice that I get to host this again, and you get to repeat that. But since I'm sitting in the home seat, and you're at the visitor side, would you like to begin this showdown, Mike?
I guess I don't really have a choice. I can't say I feel crazy confident. I was pulling the cards and I'm like, I don't know. Chris may have me on this one. I do. He does have a 75 tops highlights card for hitting the 3,000 hit club, for making that achievement. Oh, I better put us in showdown mode. Hold on.
There you go.
Now you'll be able to see the cards better. All right. His last official tops card, regular tops card, is 74 tops. Little side view of him playing first base, and I have it in an 8.
I have it in a 6. So there you go. There you go. Starting off with a 2-point lead.
This is a good start. I'm liking this. You get to go next first.
Okay, 73. I have mine in a 7.
I have mine in a 7. No blood on that one. No blood.
Beautiful card.
It is. It's simple. 72. I also have a 7.
And I have a 7. Now, if you look at this card quick, it reminds me of the 72 Billy Martin card. The way he's holding his bat, except he's not doing anything bad with his hand gestures.
Right.
Okay, 71. This is a tough card.
Yep.
I have one in a 6.
I also have a 6.
I was hoping during those first 4 cards to have a 1 or 2 point lead by now. And so
you're down 2 points.
Instead, I'm down 2 points. I just don't like the way things are looking for me.
1970 hard card. This is a high number, so it's sneaky expensive, but I have it in a 7.
Wow. Wow, that's a tough card. I have mine in a 4. I love my 4. It's beautiful, but yeah,
Like
I'm
that.
afraid these little bit of cards here are going to get me too far behind to catch up, but we'll see. The
Well,
69, the 69, I have mine in a 3.
I have a 4. Isn't that interesting? That giant 6 on his shoulder on that picture. It's his number.
Yes.
So I get 9, you get 8. All right. 68 tops. Card number 240. I have a 5.
Well, I'm going to pick up a little bit of points this time because I have a 7.
Nice. All right. Back and forth we go.
Well, this is gonna go your way this time, but 1967, like the pose, I have mine in a 3.5.
Okay. I have a 6. So 1966 tops looks very similar to the 69. Actually, that is the same. Oh wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna show my 66. It's a 5.
Okay.
But if you look at it next to the 69, it's the same.
Huh.
I mean, the same picture. The building, it's cropped differently.
Right.
That's
Well,
3 years apart, right? That's crazy.
he didn't age. He didn't age one bit, did he?
No, he didn't. It looks the same. There's my 66 and a 5.
I have mine in a 4, so you got another point on me.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. Now the 65. Again, I have another 4.
I have another 6.
Just going to be hard for me to come back when you get 2 points each time.
I don't know what to tell you. 64. You could get some points here, though. I've only got a 4. But I love this card.
Well, give me 1 point because I have a 5.
Nice. Let's see. So 9 for me, 10 for you, 63, sir.
Okay. Well, we're about halfway through. You want to do the
We are
points
halfway
yet?
through. Yeah, it's 120 for me, 111 and a half for you. So you're down 8.5 points.
Okay. Well, I haven't started making my comeback, but I better hurry up and do so. 63. I just when we show a 63 card, I just love it, and I have mine in a 4.
I have mine in a 5. $62. Another card. I love the old Tiger uniforms. 62. I have mine in a 5.
And I have mine in a 4.
Okay.
I may have to start cheating now.
The death of 1,000 cuts now. 61, sir.
61. I have mine in a 6.
I also have a 6. No blood. 1960 tops. It's a great looking card. I wish they wouldn't have cut his head off, honestly. I wish they would have shown that. I wanted to see the Tigers logo on the hat, but
Sure.
I got a 6 on that one.
Yeah, that was the knockout blow because I have a 2. Beautiful card.
I'd feel bad for you if I didn't, but I don't.
Well, I'm going to go down swinging here in a little bit. So,
all right, 59. What do you got?
59. I have mine in a 5.
Okay, here comes the comeback. I got a 4.
Okay, I got to really, really come back.
At least you're not getting no hit you're getting a couple victories occasionally.
Sure. And again, we say this all the time. It's nice having the card.
No doubt.
If somebody's watching this, when somebody's watching this and going along with us, just be thankful you have the card as well. Because, I mean, I'm sure. I'm just as proud of my 4 or 5 as you are your 6 and 7. It's just that's not how you play here in Showcase Showdown. So
That's right.
So are you up or me?
Me, 58 even years this time, and it is a 6 for me.
I have a 6 as well.
You thought that was going to help you, didn't you?
I thought I was going to get me a point there too, but
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah. Not sorry to disappoint you. All right.
So 1957. This is a tough one to get centered. A lot
Mine's
of the
way off
57 lost. A lot of them 57s are that way, but I have mine in a 5.
I also have a 5, but mine's what. Look how bad. Each different directions. Ours are off center.
They sure are.
But man, tough to find centered. So
I tell you what, I'll trade my right side for your right side. How about that?
56, another great card. Wow, that's lovely. I'm just looking at the card and just going, "Wow, it's a cool card."
Me too. It is so nice getting these things out and looking at them again.
I have a 6.
Man, you got a bunch of points, but look how pretty that card is.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful looking card.
Yeah, this is an old. I don't think this would get a 6 today. It would probably be a 4. So I'm only going to give myself a 4.
Well, if I set mine into regrade, I'm going to send it into BBG, and I think mine's a 9. So do whatever you want to do.
Would you have a 3.5 or 2.5?
2.5.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick up a point or two. I'm going to pick up a point here. Okay.
I think so, huh?
Yeah, I have on the 55 a 5.5.
55. You're going to pick up a half a point because I have a 5.
And again, I think if I graded this today, it wouldn't get a 5.5.
Yeah. Interesting for sure.
Kaline's cards aren't that expensive.
No.
Until if you get a really nice 56 and a 55, those can be a little pricey. But really, if somebody's wanting to do a Kaline run, that's a doable run.
Yeah, you are not going to break the bank on getting, especially the kind of cards we get, which are mid. We're not getting 9s and 8s and stuff. Here's his 55 Bowman, the only year of Bowman card that he has, which happened to be the last year of 55 Bowman. I have a PSA 5.
I have a 3 MK.
So that's a 1. The way we do it.
That is true. Somebody decided to put their initial on that backside there.
Well,
that was nice of them keeping it that way.
All right. You're down 20.5 points as we head into the rookie. So I'm going to just forget that I even have mine and hope. And you still probably.
I don't want to press, to tell you the truth on this. I'm going to take my loss. I'm going to sit here and tell you I had all the cards. I have all the cards. I'm going to take my loss. But boy, I want to see your Kaline rookie because I love mine and I got a 3. And let me see. What do you have, Mike?
A 3.5.
Okay. See,
look at the color difference, though. Put yours up again. Yours is more orange, isn't it?
It sure is.
And mine's more red. Interesting. I wonder what the color is supposed to like. I don't truly know.
No, we'll have to find somebody on here that might have a better looking, a higher grade and a better looking card might want to share that with us.
Yeah. But great. I love his rookie card. Very underrated rookie card. Again, I think you can pick it up for a surprisingly low amount of money compared to who Kaline was in his career. The greatest Tiger ever. Like, I don't even think there's a question. Well,
Ty
Cobb.
Cobb, yeah.
Cobb. Okay. But in terms of just people that actually, when they think of Tigers, you may think Cobb and then Kaline. He's certainly in the discussion, right?
That's correct, and I think he gets lost in ranking of right fielders because that's a when you pick out the top 5 right fielders, you're in a of time in Major League Baseball, you're in a very hefty class, and he gets. I think all those Gold Gloves get lost. I think the Rookie of the Year, and I don't know if he was Rookie of the Year, but he was awful good young. The batting titles, he was. I think he was an All Star 18 times, and
Crazy.
and just an underrated player, but a great player. And I tell you, you can gloat on this, but if I'm going to lose to you, but I get to look at all what do we show 22 Alk lines,
Yeah.
and I get to see them. I haven't got them out in a long time, and got to see them, and I'm pretty excited. It was very fun, very fun. But now it's your turn to gloat.
No, I'll just take the W. I'm just going to act like I've been here before, which I have.
Oh.
So,
I would
well,
I would rather you act immature and run around there, and that way people will start rooting for me.
well, I'm going to pull up your favorite thing, which is the Wheel of Names. Now we're down to just a few here, but let me tell you guys, we're again on June 24th, I believe it is. Let me check the date. June 23rd, I'm sorry. Sunday, we're going to be a part of Hobby Palooza. Chris and I doing a live showcase showdown, doing Mickey Mantle. We're going to get through to that, which is a couple more weeks, and then we will have some new names added to the wheel of names to go through. So, you ready to see who we're going to be doing next week?
Well, before you spin that, I
Yeah.
hope on Hobby Palooza because that everybody gets their mantles out, and that's going to be following that, and they keep a live chat going so we know what other people have, and I think it's going to be really fun. Who does not like to look at Mickey Mantle cards? I mean, really, that's watching this. So I'm pretty excited. But now I'm holding my breath, and I'm putting the jinx on Lou Gehrig on the wheel because I don't want Lou Gehrig to show up because I know how good a cards you have on Lou Gehrig. But other
You
than
know,
that,
what'll be cool about the Mantle live is everybody in the chat putting their grade, or
I'd
hey, I
love it.
just have it. Give me 5 points. I mean, that'll be so much fun. I agree.
I think that'd be fun. And we have some friends out there that have really neat mantle runs, and would love to hear from them.
Come on, Lou. Stay away, George Brett. Uh-oh. The Splendid Splinter. Ted Williams. I got to go look at what his basic run is.
me too. Me
Wow.
too. That's going to be. I mean, it's going to be fun showing Ted Williams cards.
Yeah.
I think I might be missing one or two or a few. I don't know.
I'm
But
certain that I am.
we get to see Ted Williams cards coming up.
All right, let's decide right now. Do we include manager cards for Ted Williams?
I would say yes because we're doing them as players, but I would like you to get out yours, so everybody can see them. But I think since we're doing players,
only his playing days cards. You're saying?
There you go.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. All right. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Let me. Feels so much better. That feels so much better. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some Ted Williams stuff next. How great is that? We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.